Okay, we're going to do this one as a black and white job. We're running low on yellow toner, even though it still shows a full bar. I just opened and closed the front door a couple of demos ago, so you got to ignore that. But we're going to make, no, we're not going to make it full colour. We're going to make it black. We're going to just conserve toner and do something different. Something different, folks? Always welcome. Something different. So we're going to make this into a negative image in black and white. Just pure black and white, just like old school, except with a negative reversal. I'm going to leave the contrast as is. I'm just going to darken that, sharpen it. Let's see what we can do. Make this look really good. It is. But other than, well, let's just show it off. It's a paper airplane. I found this and I thought it would have a really good texture for the job that I'm doing. So I'm going to just put it on the glass. So it's A6 by roughly A5. So we're going to make this an interesting little demo. So let's see if we can make this look good. Oh, we're going to enlarge it. We're going to enlarge on the horizontal 200 and on the vertical going to make 141.4 if we're going to be a bit exact. See if it comes up looking good. So we're now working entirely in black and white, which is something I don't do very often. Sometimes it's good to get back to your roots every now and then, because that's what I mainly had to play with when I was first starting out as a copier configuration artist, or a budding copier configuration artist, was black and white. It's cheap as well as it's different. Wondering if we're going to change it or we're going to leave it like that. Don't know if I like it. Wondering what we're going to do with it. Maybe we can tilt it on an angle, make it look a bit more interesting. Maybe we can just go and make it that, and we're just going to tilt it on an angle. So we just want to make it more creative than just something that's on, yeah, whatever. So let's see, maybe we can put the dock feeder down close to it. We're just going to try that. I've got a feeling I might have to stretch the image along the horizontal to make it a better composition. So yeah, we have to stretch it a bit. There it is. The dock feeder's down on it. So now we're going to basically stretch it along the horizontal to make it look more interesting. So horizontal is going to be, I think we're going to make it going 200 once again. I don't know how this is going to look. This is not a very exciting looking piece of work that I've so far created. That's why I like colour, because colour does a lot more than black and white does. But black and white's different for a change. Yeah, that looks a bit more interesting now that we've stretched it. It's actually given it more of an interesting sort of an angle. So I'm wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. If that's going to be the centre or that's going to be the centre. So we're going to make this into something interesting. I was just thinking of something just cooking away in my head for a moment that'll make it more interesting. I've done this before. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a moment. So I'm doing these in negative mode at the moment. I'm using the negative mode for these two pieces, but there's going to be something different I'm going to do, and I've done this once before, or maybe I think I've done it twice or 3 times before some time ago, but it's going to be more interesting than just negative images. So we're going to just peg in 2 copies, and we're going to basically go here, and we're just going to, here, we're going to switch off negative, and then we're just going to switch off these controls, which I use in conjunction with the negative. I'm actually thinking I shouldn't really run off copies straight away. I should do one first. So I'm just changing things around a bit. And I think we're just going to start with one copy. We're going to clear that. We just got to check to see if it's right density. So we're making some positive images now to go with the... Oh, I forgot one thing. We're just going to kill that. We forgot one thing, and that is to set the mirror image. We need the mirror image for this, so we're just going to switch that on. I just caught myself just in time. So now we can start again. And we can just go there. We're going to make 2 positive images to go with, to make a Harlequin effect with the negative images. So hopefully that'll come up. It's very dark. Wondering if we're going to lighten it. Going to lighten it. It's too dark, but it looks realistic, a lot more realistic than the negative. So we're going to go here, and we're going to basically, we're going to lighten this up. I think we're going not quite all the way, but I think that should be the right kind of setting for the job. So I'm glad I didn't just go in and make 2 copies, assuming that it was going to work. So let's see how we go with this more photorealistic approach. Yeah, that looks really nice. So now we've got our mirrored versions of our paper plane. So we're just going to print off one more. This machine just sounded a bit funny, just made a clack noise. Don't like the way this machine behaves sometimes. It gives me the creeps a little bit, just a little bit. But anyway, enough of that. We're just going to now arrange our Harlequin image, or our Harlequin pieces together. So that's what I think that's what they call it, a Harlequin effect. When you print like this, or photocopy in this case, like this rather. So see if we can just line that up nicely without nudging anything we shouldn't be. Anyway, there's our... Now that looks really quite striking now. That looks better than I thought. I think now we can call this demo quits.